Hello everyone, welcome back to another drawing session. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I drew this character. And I decided to keep my sketch onto the left side of the screen so you guys can follow along if you choose to. So yeah, as usual, I like to start by building the structure of my face. So I started with a circle and split that in half, and now I'm doing the chin. And I did skip a few steps. If you watch my previous video on how to draw faces, there are more steps to that if you're a beginner, but I wanted to kind of free-handed that drawing a little bit and kind of go with the flow. So the funny story about this specific character, when I was drawing her, I was watching Mulan, and you will see a little bit of influence into that drawing, and that wasn't on purpose. That was me just, I guess, I don't know, I was influenced without even noticing. And yeah, but it turned out pretty cool. I love like the look of it, as you saw at the beginning. It's pretty nice. And yeah, in my drawing sessions, in case you're new to my videos, I tend to push myself a little bit and explore in different categories that I would normally not draw out of the blue. But yeah, so that's why I do drawing sessions, mainly so I can improve my art skills, because I am learning how to draw myself, but also to push myself and explore. So my drawings, I usually have like curly hair or like soft hair, but like nothing, I never really give my characters a very specific hairstyle, and I usually have their hair down or hair in a fro. But in this character, I wanted to kind of play around with that, and especially for the eyes. For the eyes, I wanted it to be, I don't know, like for some reason I wanted her wing liner to kind of be bold and take the majority of her eyes, and her eyes to be kind of small, but the eyeliner will be like, will encompass it for that. And her face is a little bit chubbier, which I love, by the way, because by having her eyeliner bold and her eyes smaller, it kind of make the proportion of her face look nicer, in my opinion. And the nose, I just played around with like my little button nose that I usually like doing. The lips is pretty average in terms of my style. I usually tend to go for lips like this. But the eyebrows, I wanted to play around with the eyebrows to make it something fun, something bold, kind of similar to the wing liner. So it came out really nice, and it just embraced the shape of the character so nicely, and I love that. For the hair, that's when I was like, what can I do with the hairstyle? And I started doing like the two little puff and kind of think about like the design of that and the layout of that. But yeah, it's a work in progress. Even for my art journey, I learn based on trying new things, and sometimes it'll be good and I will pick that and I'll implement it into my style, but sometimes it'll be very bad and I'm like, that was not really what I was expecting it to look like, and I will kind of just give up on that category just because I don't like it, you know. And this is the same way I would like you guys to embrace your art journey, to try different things. Like don't like put yourself in a box and not explore different art style or not explore different things, because me drawing this hairstyle is very out of character for me, but it turned out so nice that I might include it in some of my other drawings if it fits the style that I'm going for. But that's something now I have in my back pocket. And the earrings, I wanted it to kind of look big, but now that I'm looking at it, I do like the earrings. But at first I was like, is the earrings taking too much of her face? But I'm glad that I kind of kept it the way it was, because it turned out to look pretty nice, especially with the puff in her hair. And also, I'm calling her hairstyle puff, but technically they are not puff because they are, I don't know how to describe it, because it's a weird hairstyle that I just kind of that I just created. It's not really a puff because the puff would have been a little bit bigger, but yeah, I like it though. I guess you can see that her hair is a little bit pressed down, separated in half, if I had to describe it. But anyway, on to something else. I think in where was I? I think I was adding the details for the face and the details for the hair. So yeah, so on to coloring. This is me adding the textures for the hair. It was like a mix of wavy and straight hair because obviously she pulled her sides pretty straight. But yeah, the eyebrows again. I love the eyebrows. You have no idea. The wing liner just like make the face. But I didn't want to stop there. I wanted to give my character some life through colors, and I wanted to experiment with colors, but I wanted something that feels very warm and cozy. So I know for me, I love yellow, orange, so I decided to kind of stay in the yellow palette and to keep it that type of shade, like that yellowish golden vibe or golden era, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I decided to just play around with these shades just to give her a glow, like a soft glow. And that's where I started to experiment and push myself, because I never add shadows and makeup to my characters. But this drawing, this girl, I wanted to, I had like a vision for her on how I wanted her to look, and I truly delivered on that vision. Because at first I was like, what am I doing? When you see the cheeks, I'm like struggling with the blush, and I was really struggling. But I wanted the makeup, I wanted it to look like she had makeup on, but also to make it look natural as well. As I mentioned earlier, I rarely put like eyeshadows or like details on my face. I usually keep the skin tone one color in the wing liner to kind of keep it simple. But this drawing, I just wanted to play around with it a little bit more, add some more life to the characters. And yeah, even her eyes, if you can see, they are not like white, they are a little bit tinted color, like a tinted yellow, just because I wanted it to kind of blend with that color palette that I chose for the skin. And yeah, this is me kind of smoothing around everything. And for the earrings, yeah, for the earrings, I still struggled a little bit, but I ended up with like something similar to the color palette that I was using previously, but you guys will see that later on. For the lips, as you know, I love a good red lipstick, a good bold red lipstick. So that's me trying to find the perfect shade for her lips. And yeah, even looking at it right now, it's so nice. You see the life, the vibrancy, the glow showing through her face. And I never really push myself to draw and add so much layers to my characters. This is my first time doing it, and that's definitely something that I plan on doing more often, especially when I'm doing like those little face characters. Even if I'm doing like a full body, I'll try to see if the face if you can see the face clearly, I'll try to add on some of this layer of like detail in terms of like color, like blush, eyeliner, and so on. But yeah, so I didn't want to stop there because I knew that it was missing something. So I decided to kind of play around with the little details on the face. So I decided to just fix the neck because the neck had too much pink in it for some reason. To me, I didn't really like that. And then for the face, I decided to blend the blushes a little bit, fix the eyebrows, like fix the face, and you can see it as you are refining your makeup in a way to like clean things out. Adding some shadows in her neck, which I rarely add shadows, that's why I'm like struggling. I also wanted to contour her face, so that's why you saw like that little area be a little bit darker, just to add some light definition to her face. And all throughout, it was a process. I was just trying new things and see what works. If it didn't work, I would just undo and do something else. And this is a bunch of trial and error until it came to look the way I wanted to. As I mentioned earlier, I had a vision for this character and I just tried a bunch of things until it worked out. Like even the hair, I wanted to show like some texture. Even now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't fully look the best, but it's still better than how it was before because you can see like a little bit of texture into the hair. But for the background, I wanted to find something that kind of put the whole character into place. And even the earrings, I changed the color of the earrings. And yeah, this is the finished look. To be honest, I just had to readjust a few things, clean out my the hair, the proportion of the hair. I ended up making it a little bit bigger because I wanted to feel like she was wearing a crown. And yeah, this is the finished look. Oh wait, no. So that's not the finished look. I as you notice, I started adding some shadows to the earrings to kind of make it look a little bit realistic, but this is the finished look. I hope you guys like this, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.